Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the finale of the 9th season. This is episode 24. Hopefully you guys are excited for what is potentially to come. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for the link in the description below. Just clicking it, put the password in and enjoy. So I'm coming straight from the back of episode 23. Just recorded it, just about to go into this episode, and for some reason UK Netflix decides it wants to go down. Now, I've always had a VPN because obviously doing this, there's many shows that are not on the UK Netflix, so I could dive around to different places. But it's a lifesaver today, honestly, because I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And I mean, if you've never used a VPN before, just sign up to any of the websites. Most of them are free trials, and mate, you can watch so many shows that you can't watch in your own country. It's the best for travelling, or in the UK for watching football, mate, honestly, for weekends, because we literally have none on the TV on the weekend, and you could just put it to the US and you could get the Premier League games. And, you know, if you've never done that before, put some in the description, free trials, you know, you can have a look. But yeah, lifesaver today. And obviously in today's finale, I'm hoping that it's potentially going to be the wedding that they was talking about in last episode. Now, obviously, we've seen Leonard and Penny get married before, and we know that they're obviously together. But, you know, with a conversation with Beverly, who was sat in the apartment, she was basically saying that she was kind of upset that she didn't even get an invite. And then, obviously, the girls, they was like, look, don't worry about it as well. We didn't even turn up, you know. We didn't get an invite as well. It was a shotgun wedding, and, you know, we ended up watching it online. She was like, watching it online? I could have done that. You know, she didn't even get that invite. Then, obviously, they made a small little bit of connection, and she was like, look, maybe if we throw a little small ceremony, would you be happy to come? And she was like, yeah, I would be. And obviously the girls didn't react to that, but I did, because I mean, I remember when I think it was Bernadette was getting married and Amy was so excited to be a bridesmaid. You know, hopefully we can see them get up and dressed and have a good time in today's episode. You know, I think it'd be a good way to end the season, considering I have no idea how the finale was going to end. I potentially set it up as a good party, you know, a good episode where everyone looks dapper and smart and fresh, and, you know, we could get a proper good vibe wedding. You know, theirs was a great shotgun, and it was there, and it was kind of sour grapes because of obviously information that Leonard lay out. But obviously in today's episode, hopefully, well, I never know if we're actually going to get the episode, but if it is today's episode, I'll be excited for it, and it could be a proper throwdown with all the guys, and it'd be really, really exciting. So let's see how it goes. If you do enjoy today's episode, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into the finale of the 9th season of The Big Bang Theory.
Hi, how was the screening?
Oh, Sheldon invoked Rosa Parks to make somebody who cut the line feel bad, but only the white people felt bad. How'd it go with my mother?
You know, it started a little rocky, but I think we got to a good place. So listen, I don't know if you have any plans next weekend, but I kind of promised your mom we'd have another wedding ceremony so she could attend this time.
It was like a lot of trouble for a hug.
And, you know, your mom was genuinely hurt we didn't invite her to the first one. Leonard, come on, she's your mom. If we can do something to make her happy, why wouldn't we?
I just said why we don't like her.
Okay, look, then forget about her. Let's do it for us. We keep it small and informal. This time we can invite our families.
Mate, I want to see Penny's family. Have you seen any of them?
Oh, you have to invite him. I haven't seen him since the divorce.
Oh, he's like a different man. He stopped twitching, and I think he grew an inch and a half.
Never thought my second marriage would be to you.
Mate, is it not a third? Well, a second marriage is technically to him because she was married to Zach, unless that wasn't official. But then they would have consummated it, so then I reckon it's true because they had to come sign the divorce papers, and then obviously they've been married again, and it's like the third marriage. But yeah, mate, I'm excited for it. I didn't even think about seeing Penny's side of the family or Leonard's dad. You know, never seen that before, so I mean that's gonna be really good.
Okay, so it's not a legal ceremony, just a chance for us to redo our vows so everyone can be part of it.
So there's no maid of honor. But if I were to, say, wear a purple satin dress with a sweetheart neckline and stand near you, you wouldn't be able to stop me, right?
I don't see how I could.
Then I graciously accept.
Hey, good news. I just got off the phone with my mother. She is coming to the wedding.
Wait, you're inviting people to our wedding?
Yes, I'm inviting people to our wedding.
Very sweet of you to go to all this trouble for Leonard's mother.
Yeah, I'm also doing it for Leonard. I think this could really help their relationship.
How dare you invite your father without consulting me? He claimed I was cold, emasculating, and hadn't shown him any physical affection for years.
God, it's working. You sure? Look, the system is maintaining its own stability. The quantum vortex apparatus is now controlling the orientation. We've got a workable guidance system.
Kind of upset that Raj isn't part of it.
We request a meeting at your earliest convenience regarding your quantum guidance system provisional patent 62/2951118. I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, of course. What else could it be? Boy, do I love America!
Mate, I wonder if it's something that Sheldon's filed and obviously they're responding towards it, unless it's the patent that they actually, you know, maybe if they filed the patent and they've read it and was like, mate, if they've actually got something that would be successful for this patent, we need it, or we need to see it because it sounds good and sounds like we could benefit us. You know what I mean? And also, you don't sell to the first bidder. You know what I mean? If you've got that out there and they're offering big money for it, you know that it's in high demand. It will be in high demand. So then you start touting it out, don't you? Leaking it. We've got this, we've got that, and see who's coming in. The one thing that you've got to be careful of in situations like that, because you see it in films and TV shows, you know, people double sell. Yeah, we'll sell it to these, we'll sell it to them. And then they do one over and they're always on the run. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's not going to happen here, but people get too greedy. They honestly do when they see the money coming in. So you have to put your morals behind you as well. You know, if they don't want it to be going to potentially a direction that they don't want it to go in, if that's the biggest offer, then they need to reject it. Do you know what I mean? Or if they're happy for it, go for it. But it'd be interesting to see. And it's mad coincidental that they've just got that confirmed. The boom, email comes straight away.
Thank you for picking me up.
Oh, you're welcome.
I was speaking to your young lady.
My pleasure, Mrs. Cooper.
Oh, please call me Mary.
Okay, Mary.
That doesn't work for me. Let's stay with Mrs. Cooper. That's what I called you till I got to know you better.
It was so nice of Leonard and Penny to invite me. I've always had a special place in my heart for Leonard. Taking care of my baby all these years.
Excuse me, I take care of him.
Sure you do.
Yeah, Leonard's mother's already here.
Oh, Beverly. How nice.
Mother, she's an atheist, not a vampire.
Either way, let's stop and get some garlic.
So, Mary, how have you been?
Oh, thank you so much for asking. I've been well, and you?
Very good.
Good.
That's as much conversation Sheldon wants, isn't it?
Your husband's coming.
My ex-husband.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't be.
All right.
Ooh, chilly.
I think I can see my breath.
We can hear you.
Sorry.
I can't believe I was so naive. The military is just gonna take over the whole project. And you know what happens if we object. We disappear. Like off the map. Like every American Idol winner since season 4. You want to bet some Black Ops guy is reprinting my high school yearbook and I'm no longer in it.
The department that emailed you is in charge of acquisitions. So maybe they just want to give you a lot of money for your invention.
You saw E.T., Avatar, Jurassic World. The military just shows up and takes over.
Oh, we have to use the stairs.
When are they going to fix your elevator?
I don't, any day now.
You're
Besides,
just the
your
same.
mother's up there. Maybe I'll have a heart attack and not have to see her.
Penny's really looking forward to seeing you.
Ah, she's a sweetie. You got a good one there, Leonard. How the hell did you do that?
Persistence paid off, innit? For him, persistence paid off. Now, interestingly, you know, I want to see how these react when they walk in, because sometimes, like you say, absence does make the heart grow fonder. And he could walk in and they could look at each other and think, oh, we want to be together again. Or it could all kick off. It's going to be interesting.
This nice.
I told you. Sheldon loves that.
Hey, we're here.
Alfred, thank you for coming.
Oh, well, happy to be here. And congratulations. Hello, my hateful shrew.
Hello to you, you wrinkled old bastard.
Right now I'm starting to sense a little tension.
Penny and I are throwing this second wedding for your benefit. Please not ruin it.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Oh, look at that. You can apologize.
Mom!
I'm sorry.
Who's hungry? We have a reservation at the best restaurant in town.
It only got 3.5 stars on Yelp.
Sheldon!
I'm not sorry, that's true.
Respond to their email, ignore it.
You can't ignore it. It's not that postcard that says it's time to go back to the dentist. The minute you open that email, they knew you got it. I mean, they're probably looking at you through the camera right now.
That is true, isn't it?
I love America. If it's even the US military, it could be foreign military pretending to be American.
You're right. We turn our guidance system over to them. Next thing we know, they're using it against us.
Penny, I hope the example of my failed marriage to Leonard's father doesn't discourage you from the commitment you've made to one another. Although Alfred and I had a lot more going for us than you two.
Mom, please save something for the toast.
So, Alfred, what is it that you do for a living?
Oh, I'm an anthropologist. I study ancient peoples and cultures. On that note, there are many cultures that have an apocalyptic flood as part of their mythology.
I don't have a mythology. I have the unerring word of God, but that's very interesting.
Yes, I'm an agnostic myself, but I have prayed many times to God to turn my wife into a pillar of salt.
Well, it came close. Turned her into a giant block of ice.
Howard, there must be someone at the university you can go to for help.
Are you kidding? They're probably the ones who leaked it to the military in the first place.
Oh, stop. You know what's really happening? All the movies you've watched, the TV shows, the comic books, they've completely twisted your thinking.
It'd be interesting to get an episode where it looks like someone's tailing him, following him.
Beverly, I know you and Alfred have your differences, but if you think about it, if you hadn't married him, there'd be no Leonard. So that's good, right?
Yeah. Howard in front of us?
Oh, maybe. I get closer.
Oh, he's gonna think, yeah, the tailing.
Oh, God. I think someone's following us.
Turn left here and see if he turns with us.
Why is he turning here? The restaurant's the other way.
I don't know. He uses that traffic app. Maybe there's an accident.
Oh, so follow him.
Oh, no!
I told you!
It's probably just a coincidence.
Go faster, you're losing him.
What is his hurry?
You know what? Flash your lights, let him know it's you.
I think he wants us to pull over.
Do not pull over! I'm not raising this baby alone!
Never remarried?
No, just focused on work and the church.
And what do you do?
I work at the church.
Do you realize what's happening here?
They're filling up on bread and ruining their meal.
Hey.
Hey, what took you guys so long?
We were following Howard, but for some reason he turned off his headlights and went up a one-way street.
And I'm gonna call Bernadette and see what's keeping them.
What are you talking about? Oh, that was you? Long story. Why don't you go ahead and eat? We're gonna be a while.
Do you know what I actually don't understand? Like, I watch many, you know, obviously, recent talking about all these random TV shows that I'm watching that, not here, just like off, you know, offline at home with the girlfriend and that, and I'm saying that we just watch Lucifer, we watching Dexter, and we watch other stuff as well, like when you're having tea and you put stuff in the background, and we watch a lot of police shows, like Motorway Cops, or, you know, I don't know, you know, Police Patrol, you know, all the mad stuff, and we're watching, in the UK, if you drink drive, they get you pull over, they say, we suspect that you're obviously driving under the influence, we want to give you a breathalyzer test, and you blow into the machine, and if it's over 35, you're over the drink driving limit, you got to go to the station, you get arrested for drink driving. Now, obviously, when we watch the American shows, they don't do that. Like, they say, have you drank tonight? Yes, officer, I've had a few drinks, you know, it was about 2 hours ago. They say, okay, we're going to put you through a test, and then they put you through a test on the roadside, and it's completely different. It's mad. In the UK, no matter what, if you blow over 35, boom, arrested. No matter what, 36, arrested. Yeah? In the US, I've literally watched them on the show, people where I personally think they're very drunk, allowed to go home because they say walk in a straight line. And they'll walk on the sidewalk, and then they'll say, right, lift your leg up, stand on one arm, you know what I mean? Stand on one leg and put your arms out, do you know what I mean? And then do what Howard was doing there, like that, on one leg, and now swap over. And other stuff, count backwards. 10, 9, you know, do the alphabet. A, B, C. And if they pass, like, yeah, you're fine to drive, get in and go away. I'm like, mate, it is mad, the total different things, you know. I'm watching him thinking, if that was in the UK, he'd be completely arrested. And then I'm watching that one, and I'm like, kind of makes sense, because personally, I think that if you can walk in a straight line, stand on one leg and start touching your nose and moving all about, then you're not actually drunk. But I just think it's weird that everybody has kind of different rules.
Now, one of the more exciting things we found recently is that Neanderthals and Homo sapiens frequently mated with each other.
I would like to propose a toast to my wife and bride-to-be.
See, that's funny because...
Back to your phone.
I've always known I loved you, but this last year has shown me that I also love being married to you.
I would also like to make a toast. I am so happy that you have found a woman who loves and cares for you.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Personal attack.
Why don't you take a pill?
Like you did before sex?
Hey, that was fast.
Can you please read another book? When God writes one, I will.
If we want to order the souffle, we might want to get on that.
I'm gonna call it a night.
Sure, Dad.
I'm a little took it out myself, so I will see you all in the morning.
Can I interest you in a nightcap?
I think that you could.
What is happening there?
I think it's pretty obvious. They don't want dessert because they filled up on bread.
Mate, he can't read it.
She's still not answering.
Neither is his
Father's
dad.
not texting me back.
They both turned their phones off.
I don't like this at all.
I love it.
Isn't it? I love it as well. Mate, they could actually factually be brothers, you know what I mean? Like, if they imagine Sheldon's mum, Leonard's dad got married, they'd be brothers, stepbrothers. Oh, mate, what a film. You know, actually, what a film. I remember watching that in the cinemas. Absolutely loved it at the time. I think I went to see it 2 times as well. Top film. But yeah, that was interesting. And it wasn't the wedding in today's episode. I mean, is this a pre-wedding thing? I mean, I've never got married, so I don't know. Like, do you usually go out and celebrate like the day before? Everybody gets together and then you have the main day? I mean, I said this was the finale, but might not have been. I feel like they all went to 24, but I don't know. I'm assuming it is, but if it's not, then we got one more, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm hoping that obviously we still do get the wedding, because that was a insinuation kind of last episode, and then we had the kind of confirmation in today's episode. We're bringing people here, which is good, and we haven't seen Penny's family yet, so it does make me think that we're going to get another episode on it, because, you know, they said that they was coming in. I would like to see a brother. You know, I've heard him mentioned a couple of times, but not seen him. Never seen Leonard's dad, but got him in today's episode. Seemed like a nice guy. Alfred as well. I actually really do like that name, to be honest. Maybe it's obviously association with Batman, but I don't know. I actually think that's a pretty cool name. And he seemed nice. Obviously, Beverly, she's totally different than Sheldon's mum, but you can kind of see why he doesn't want to be with somebody like that anymore. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of liked how he said, he said his speech straight away, boom, she instantly on it, and then he cracked back, and then she cracked, you need a pill, and he cracked, I needed a blindfold, you know. Good banter, straight from the cuff, straight from the heart, instantly. And can you even blame Howard for being stressed about being followed? You know, he's got that email, then he's been driving, then he's been followed, he's turned right, they've followed, he's gone fast, they've caught up, they've flashed him, he's panicked, and you know, he's kind of, you got to kind of give it to him in that situation. That would be a time where you're allowed to kind of overthink and stress about everything. And obviously he's on the side of the road. So I don't know if they're going to get another episode for this season, but if not, you know, it was nice to see, obviously, his dad in it. And, you know, I'm excited for the wedding now. Okay, so that's going to wrap up the finale of the 9th season. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode and enjoyed the season as an overall. You know, I think it's been a pretty consistent, steady edit, if I'm being totally honest. There's been no ups, there's been no downs. I think we've just been a pretty much plain sailing straight line all the way through. Been pretty enjoyable, to be honest, and I've not really minded all the storylines. Some of the seasons, it's kind of stressed me out potentially at the start, you know. For example, one where I thought Penny was potentially going to break up with Leonard when she was overthinking things, you know what I mean? Like this season, we kind of started it with the breakup between Amy and Sheldon, and you know what? I actually was happy about that in the last season, and not because I wanted them to break up. I've always consistently wanted them to be together, but I kind of wanted the small little break so that Sheldon can realise that she is the one, and you know, he kind of needs to change his ways a little bit and move a little bit faster, you know. It's a long process for him, and obviously he's moved and he's I don't know, like progressed forward, so to speak, in his relationship in a snail pace, but like you got to take it as big steps, but at the same time you got to acknowledge that everything's not about you. Do you know what I mean? So like, it's like the episodes when we moan that Sheldon gets his own way. You can't force people to feel things and move things at a certain pace, but at the end of the day, you can't then not acknowledge that you are being slow and expect everybody else to be on your level. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, say you're running a marathon and you know, 5 of you are running and you decide you start wanting to walk. You know what I mean? You can't be mad that if everybody else wants to carry on and leave you behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you got to do it at your own pace, but you can't expect everybody to be there at yours with you. And that was kind of that situation. You know, Sheldon's like, mate, I never thought I'd run a marathon, but I'm here and I'm doing it. And it's like, that's great. You know what I mean? Like, you are progressing forward in that relationship. You are actually holding hands. You are saying your feelings. You know what I mean? You are acknowledging as being your girlfriend. You know, you're being a little bit more intimate. But at the end of the day, you know, while you're walking that marathon, everybody else is running. They've all been waiting for it. They're all excited. They all want to go full steam ahead. Do you know what I mean? And you've got to find that middle ground. You're going to start jogging, or what? Are you going to walk the whole way? You know what I mean? That was that situation there that he had to realise. And obviously on the 10th episode, I think it was, they got kind of back together. And then ever since then, it's just been old plain sailing. It's been decent. You know what I mean? And I'm happy with today's episode that, you know, we got to see Leonard's dad. I mean, nothing too crazy happened, but the fact is that we've got obviously Leonard's dad, Leonard's mum, and Sheldon's mum all kind of in it. It's good guest appearances, you know what I mean? We've seen Leslie Winkle this season that we've not seen in a long time. Really good to see her back. You know, we've had forgotten her name now. Is it Claire? Obviously, Raj's potential new girlfriend in there. We've seen a lot of you know, a lot of Stuart. Zach's made an appearance in one episode. Emily's been in it a little bit as well. So, you know, the mix-up and the use of everybody has been pretty decent. And, you know, like I said, the season's been a nice, consistent, steady Eddie. And, yeah, this chats, and this was the finale. It actually was, you know. So we have got potential going into the 10th season of a baby to come, which is going to be really exciting. Maybe a potential engagement that we're going to get between, obviously, Amy and Sheldon. We've got the wedding to, obviously, happen, which is obviously being set up after today's episode. So that's the things going into this season straight away off the bat that we can get excited for. So I think we set up really well. I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed season 9 and today's episode. If you did, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.